today's talk of mine is, it's kind of my own journey, and it is something that I want you people to, keep in your mind that બધે સરખું જ હોય છે, but you have a way to find. So, કેટલો મસ્ત ખુશખુશાલ ફોટો છે. This is me back in 2017 taking selfies and chilling on a vacation on a beach of Sri Lanka with this humongous body of mine. કોઈના ગેસીસ છે કેટલા કિલો હશે? એવું ના ચાલે, જે સાંભળેલું. Yeah, it's more than 100. Definitely, I will come to that part. When I flew back to India, due to some insurance purpose, I had to go to full body profiling. Being a medical student, weighing 108 kgs, I knew that, it's not good for my health. And always I was finding excuses to avoid any medical test. ઘણા બધા આપણે જ્યારે બી ઓવરવેટ હોય ત્યારે વજન કરીએ ક્યારે? કાલે, પરમ દિવસે, અઠવાડિયા પછી. This was the same thing with me. I remember that evening કે લેબ વાળા ભાઈએ મને કॉल કર્યો कि सर आपका जो सैंपल है वो प्रोसेस नहीं हो रहा है, तो आपको फिर से सैंपल देना पड़ेगा. So next morning I gave the sample again. It was a fasting sample, and in the evening the person again called and told the report. And એ જે રિપોર્ટ હતો એ મારા ઘરમાં એટમ બોમ્બની જેમ ફૂટી ગયો, because my lipid profile levels were extremely deranged and triglyceride levels were more than 1500. એટલે જ મને ફોન કરેલો આગલા દિવસે પહેલાં એ, કારણ કે એને એવું હતું કે કંઈક ભૂલ થઈ છે એમનાથી સેમ્પલ રન કરવામાં. એન્ડ ધેટ સ્ટ્રક મી રિયલી હાર્ડ. આઈ કુડન્ટ સ્લીપ ધેટ નાઇટ. 1500 ટ્રાઇગ્લિસરાઇડ લેવલ, બીઇંગ અ મેડિકલ સ્ટુડન્ટ, તમને ખબર છે કે એની શું ગ્રેવિટી હોઈ શકે છે તમારા બોડી પર. એન્ડ ટુડે આઈ એમ હિયર ટુ શેર માય જર્ની ઓફ સ્ટ્રિક્ટ ડાયટ, સ્ટ્રિક્ટ ડિસિપ્લિન, extreme workouts, and how this was one of the toughest thing I have ever done. I am sure કે મોટા ભાગના લોકોએ આ ટોક છે એવું જ કંઈક પરસેપ્શન હશે મગજમાં કે ભાઈ વજન ઉતાર્યું છે તો બહુ બધું કર્યું હશે, આમ કર્યું હશે, તેમ કર્યું હશે. But the fact is, what if I told you that it was not that hard? What if I told you that I ate outside regularly and I still do? Sounds surprising, right? Because I learned that it is very much possible with moderation, consistency, and taking small step at a time. Here, this is me again taking a selfie, a different country, Italy, at a Colosseum. And કોઈ ગેસ કેટલા ટાઈમ પછીનો ફોટો છે આ? Any guesses? 6 months and 36 kgs down, and still I am standing here and telling you that it's really easy. So when I was obese, like many of us here, I did not understand fully that how eating junk food was, having very bad impact on my mind, my health, and my body. Because I used to snack on junk food regularly, loaded with sugar, loaded with refined oils, and all the processed foods. And that also triggered a pattern of addiction in my mind. And I am sure કે તમે પણ જ્યારે જંક ફૂડ ખાઓ છો, let us simplify, pizza ખાઓ છો, pasta ખાઓ છો, you never stop at one piece. Always તમને એવું થાય કે હજુ બીજી 2-4 સ્લાઇસ ખાઈ લઈએ. Why? Because research shows that eating junk food, it floods our brain's reward system with dopamine, and it stimulates same areas as that of drugs of abuse, like cocaine. So, medical science આપણને ખબર છે. So this study was done on rats, and it was showing similar results. And that is the main reason why we get addicted to it despite knowing the danger of it. એવું નથી કે આપણને નથી ખબર કે ના ખાવું જોઈએ. We know, we are a medical student. You would think that we would avoid junk food, but ultimately we have to understand the truth that we are also not immune to poor eating habits. And that is also a main part is because of our profession. The extreme stress, long shifts, sleepless nights, it becomes really easy to grab a sugary snack or greasy meal rather than koi healthy vastu. And secondly, most of the time that is the only thing which is available. હવે રાત્રે 2 વાગે તમે રીડિંગ રૂમમાંથી ખાઈને નીચે રીડિંગ રૂમમાંથી વાંચીને નીચે ઉતર્યા હો, and you cannot find freshly prepared food or something which is healthy, and then you had to take whatever is there, whatever is available in the vicinity, and you consume the same. But it is a vicious cycle because high stress, it will lead to more junkful eating, and this more junkful eating, because those are empty calories, કલાક 2 કલાકમાં ફરીથી તમને ભૂખ લાગશે and you will eat another thing. Any guesses? ક્યાંનો ફોટો છે? કોની કેન્ટીનનો? મેડિકલ કોલેજની કેન્ટીનનો આ ફોટો છે. ફ્રેશ કાલે જ લીધો છે. So it appeared that કાલે જ સ્ટોક આવ્યો છે, પણ મારા માટે સારું હતું તો મેં લઈ લીધો. So this is the situation across all the medical colleges, hospitals and hostels of India. They are often filled with unhealthy options: chips, fried snacks, sugary drinks, and that's all which is available. During long shifts or study sessions, these quick and convenient options often become the norm. Even our erratic schedule forces us into unhealthy patterns. કે ભાઈ એક meal આપણે skip કરી લીધું, and then when you are hungry, you will just find again a high calorie junk food to just make up for that meal which you had missed. And it doesn't stop there. આના પછી શું આવે? Residency. The story continues. Among medical students, it is like a social ritual to eat junk food outside after exams. You agree? Exam pati unini, chalo baar શું કહીશું? Pizza. And the same thing is there when you are studying late up night. Even I remember when I was in MBBS and I was living in hostel of the same institute, દરરોજ રાત્રે 12:30 I used to eat butter vada pav and cheese chutney maska bun in front of VS Hospital's gate, કારણ કે બહુ જ સરસ બનાવે છે. And because of that research, એ જે એનો નશો છે ને, that even today I still remember એ નશો કેવો છે, એ ચીઝ ચટણી મસ્કા બન. But right now I am out of that addiction. So this culture of unhealthy eating continues in our professional life as well. The doctor grabbing whatsoever is easily available in between the rounds when you are a resident. In between the OT, 2 OT છે એની વચ્ચે 5 મિનિટનો ટાઈમ છે, you are just grabbing whatever is there. ઇન્ટરને મોકલશો નીચે લઈ આવો કેન્ટીનમાંથી જે હોય, અને કેન્ટીનમાં શું છે તો આપણે જોઈ રહ્યા છીએ. So the irony is hard to miss here. We, the people who are trained to promote good health, because of the demand of our work, we are neglecting our own health. What's even more concerning is that we are taught all about lifestyle diseases. આપણે બધું ભણીએ છીએ ફર્સ્ટ યરમાં, સેકન્ડ યરમાં, થર્ડ યરમાં, that what are the lifestyle diseases. The preventive and social medicine people tells us about this non-communicable diseases. But unfortunately, we do not have any training on practical nutrition. As a result, I have seen many medical students and fellow doctors succumb to the same lifestyle disorders which we generally warn our patients about. આપણે જે વસ્તુ પેશન્ટને કહીએ છીએ ના કરવાની અથવા તો ધ્યાન રાખવાની, એ જ વસ્તુ આપણે નથી ફોલો કરી શકતા, and then it's a very common thing in our fraternity. So it wasn't enough just to know what was wrong. I had to change my life because I wanted to know what is right. આપણને એ નથી ભણાવતા કે આટલું આટલું નહીં ખાવાનું, that we know, but then what to eat? In Gujarat, like many other parts of India, eating out is, you know, it is a luxury or a lifestyle rather than a rare indulgence. પહેલા એવું હતું કે બહાર ક્યારે ખાવા જવાય, શનિ રવિમાં મહિને એકવાર પેરેન્ટ્સ જોડે, but now it's an everyday routine for us. Cafes and fast food joints are booming, and the youth, especially we as a youth, are drawn towards the food which tastes great because of the additives and harmful ingredients. But to cut the costs, commercially available food or food which is there in cafes and restaurants, they generally use very substandard quality ingredients like hydrogenated vegetable oils, palm oil, refined flour, processed food, and so many sodium additives, I mean high sodium additive like monosodium glutamate. And that's why we are seeing more youth to be affected by these lifestyle diseases than ever before. આપણે સાંભળીએ છીએ ને છેલ્લા 1 વર્ષથી કે નવરાત્રિમાં ગરબા કરતા કરતા કોઈને એટેક આવી ગયો, 24-year-old, 26-year-old, 28-year-old. That was not there before. So during my weight loss journey, I understood that restaurants and cafes, they generally put profitability above our health. And of course it's a business, they are doing it for money. They are using cheap artificial ingredients to enhance the taste, cut the cost. But that made me very difficult to indulge in my favorite foods because, you know, be it at 108 kgs, I was a big foodie. And removing junk food from my life was like removing soul from my body. જીવવાનો કોઈ મતલબ ના રહે જો જંક ફૂડ નીકળી ગયો હોત તો. So then what I did that I started making dishes at home. Each junk dishes, pizza, pasta, Chinese food, sandwiches, but with healthier ingredients. And then it, you know, I realized that why it cannot be both healthy and tasty. કેમ જંક ફૂડને આપણે ટેસ્ટી અને હેલ્ધી ના બનાવી શકીએ? I saw the gap in a market for truly healthy food that did not compromise on taste, and I wanted to change that. Along with my wife, she is here only, we co-founded Dreams and Mocktails, the Doctor's Cafe, in 2019. We wanted to offer people healthier versions of their favorite junk food using better quality ingredients, you know, healthier oils, whole grain foods, no food color, no additives. It was all in a calorie friendly way. Glycemic index, glycemic load ને બીજા જેટલા પણ ન્યુટ્રિશનલ પેરામીટર્સ હતા, we made sure કે આપણે ધ્યાન રાખીએ એનું. Majority of the recipes were taken from my own experiments જે મેં કરેલું મારા weight loss વખતે. And then I did the same for this cafe, that we wanted to give healthier options without compromising the taste. Now let us stop this story here and focus on this picture. બપોરનું ખાવાનું સારું જ હતું, એવું નહોતું કે નહોતું સારું, પણ ભૂખ લાગી શકે. પણ 2 મિનિટ જુઓ. What is this? કયો પિઝા? Yeah, but which flavor? તંદૂરી પનીર પિઝા. કોને સૌથી વધારે ભૂખ લાગી? So this is a tandoori paneer pizza which majority of you must have eaten. Now let us anatomically dissect this pizza. Anyone ખબર છે આમાં કેટલી કેલરીઝ હોય? 8 ઇંચનો મીડિયમ. યસ? એક જણ કહે છે 500, ખોટો જવાબ. 1200 નિયર. એકદમ ડાઈ હાર્ડ પનીર પિઝા ફેન છે. So basically this pizza, which is a tandoori paneer pizza, commercially available in market, generally have they have 1200 to 1500 calories depending on the brands. But let us dissect. સૌથી નીચે શું હોય? There is a base. It is made up of refined flour, मैदा, hydrogenated vegetable butter, જેને margarine કહેવાય, જે દેખાય બટર જેવું પણ હોય નહીં, loaded with sugar, આફ્ટર બેઝ શું આવે ઉપર? સોસ, જે તમને સોસ લાગે છે. બટ ધેટ એકચ્યુઅલી ઇઝ હેવિંગ લેસ દેન 5% ટમેટો. It is mainly having hydrogenated vegetable oil and additives like MSC to enhance the taste. એની ઉપર શું આવશે? Toppings. Toppingsમાં there are 3 toppings. One is paneer, capsicum and onion. Capsicum ને onion આ બે જ માણસો એવા છે કે જે ભગવાનના છે આમ. Rest is the tandoori paneer. Now for tandoori paneer marination, what they use? Tandoori mayo. Mayo again is a misnomer. It's basically tandoori vegetable oil. And then comes the paneer, which in today's world also a misnomer. Have you ever heard about analog food? Analogs means first copy. First copy is the easy word for that. So the paneer you are eating, majority of the paneer or cheese you are eating outside is actually made up of vegetable oil and એમાં milk હોતું જ નથી. And it costs, 1/5 of the regular cheese and paneer. So now if you imagine this pizza, it is topped up with mozzarella cheese, again analog, એમાં milk નથી હોતું. So now if you see, બે ભગવાનના માણસ છે, capsicum and onion, મેદો છે, sugar છે અને vegetable oil છે. That's the only things. And this will be around 1500 calories. Now the calories can be reduced by 50% and all the ingredients can be made better if you know how to swap it with the healthier ingredients. And we did the same thing. Coming back to the story, merely within 6 months of opening this cafe, this COVID-19 happened. And this beautifully looking place, which was a purpose-driven cafe, it was shut down because it was located in a food court and the landlord of the food court did not survive the impact of COVID-19. And we were back to square one. We could have shut it down and believe me, it would have been a lot easier thing. I realize it today. પણ અંદરથી પેલી આગ હતી ને ઠંડી જ નથી પડતી કે ભાઈ આપણે બંધ કરી દઈશું આવું તો પછી બીજું કોઈ તો ખવડાવવાનું છે નહીં. So if the healthy food, if the junk food is not tasty and healthy, then no one else is going to start this because of the maths, the business, because the cost is high naturally, because if you switch with the real ingredients, then analog, the cost will be high. So we again gathered the strength and restarted and reopened it at a different location. And today, in these 5 years, we are proud that we have impacted over 1 lakh people and we have healthified over 20,000 orders. Until recently, we were operating as a single brand, but recognizing the need to reach more and more people to provide healthier junk food accessible to everyone, we shifted to a multi-brand, multi-cuisine cloud kitchen. And now we are selling via 4 different brands. The cuisines are specific, but sticking to the same principles which we discussed before. But here is the thing, losing weight is just half a battle. આમાંથી કેટલા એવા લોકો છે ઓવરવેટ કે ઓબેઝ લોકો કે જેણે વજન ઉતારવાનો ટ્રાય કર્યો છે આજ સુધી? આમાંથી કેટલા એવા લોકો છે કે જેનું વજન ઉતરી બી ગયું છે એકવાર આજ સુધી? અને કેટલા એવા લોકો છે કે જેનું ફરીથી વધી બી ગયું છે? Yeah. So you know that losing weight is only half of a battle, but regaining weight again is very common. And even I know that, I understood it, but still I feel that if you follow the consistency, which is the most important thing, it is much easier. Just make sustainable lifestyle changes. તમે જે પણ કરશો વિચારીને કરો કે આ વસ્તુ હું આખી જિંદગી કરીશ તો મને કોઈ વાંધો તો નથી ને, હું ક્યારે રિગ્રેટ તો નહીં કરું ને આ વસ્તુને. If the answer is yes, don't do it. Because if you do that, after 5 months, 6 months, you will again gain the weight because you won't be able to continue. You don't have to sacrifice on your favorite foods. And in my life, one example is there. I am sure that my departmental members who are here, they know that I love samosas. And especially the samosa in our canteen back then and now in hostel mess. એટલા સારા સમોસા હજુ મેં બીજે ક્યાંય નથી ખાતા. So when I was weighing 108 kgs, I used to eat samosa every Monday. I continued the same thing, of course in a restricted portion manner, while I was losing the weight. And today also, every Monday on my table I am having the same samosa, because you know I never sacrificed on my favorite food. And you do the same thing. If you want to change it, જે વસ્તુ સૌથી વધારે ભાવે છે, don't touch that thing. Just restrict it in a manner that you will just enjoy the taste for rest of your life. So this is me even after losing weight ને જંગલીની જેમ ખાવાનું ચાલુ જ છે. To sum it up, you don't need extreme diets, complicated rules to swear off outside junk eating. What you need is to make smart, sustainable choices. And brands like ours, Dreams and Mocktails, there are different brands who are helping you out to make these decisions, you know, taking easily. And this was not my first time or my first attempt to lose weight. I had tried everything. I mean, taking medicines, following crash diets, the trending diets, but I made sure that this was the last time when I, you know, started losing weight. And I still believe that if we look today's talk of Dr. Bansri, તમારે weight lose કરવાનું છે સારા દેખાવા માટે નહીં. I still believe in inner beauty. But being a medical student, you know what are the dangers of being overweight, and that's why you have to change it. So that was it for today, and I hope that I gave you a clear message that weight loss is one of the easiest thing you will do, because the 36 kgs which I gained over a period of 10 years, I lost it in just 6 months. So 6 મહિના ઓછા છે કે 10 વર્ષ ઓછા છે? 6 મહિના. તો 6 મહિનામાં જો જે વસ્તુ ઉતરી શકતી હોય, જે ચડતા 10 વર્ષ લાગ્યા, so weight loss is always easier than gaining weight. And I am 100% sure that અહીંયા જે પણ લોકો વજન વધારવાનો ટ્રાય કરતા હશે, એમને પૂછી જુઓ, એમને ખબર છે how difficult it is to gain weight. So that's it from my end.